humility and obedience are preached.
The sign of palm fronts that we carry is a sign of victorious life. Whatever be the challenges we pass through, we face now, victory is coming at the end of the day. It also gives us the life of servanthood, that we should give service to the Lord. We should serve God with whatever we have.
When we celebrate Palm Sunday, we acknowledge the kingship of the Lord. We acknowledge what Christ has come to do for us in our world. And today in our liturgy, the first reading talks about the suffering Messiah, that Christ has come to suffer and he came to die for us.
Christians speak on its significance.
It indicates the humility of Jesus Christ and a crowning of all the work that he had done.
Yes, things may be very, very tough at this period, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. That we should just be hopeful and be very supportive of the government.
We preach that during Easter, we should be humble, we should be submissive, we should understand and tolerate each other.
Today, as a Catholic, we're supposed to honor him, tell the whole world that we are for Christ and we are going to die in him.
This is the beginning of the Holy Week, where we all actually look forward to God's Lord Jesus Christ's death and resurrection.
And on the foreign scene, Russian missiles hit residents gathering for Sunday church services in the northeastern Ukrainian city of Sumy, killing at least 34 people. Ukraine's state emergency service says 2 children were among the scores of people killed in the strikes on the city's center, while 117 people were injured. President Zelensky said the deadly strikes on Sumy were carried out by ballistic missiles and called for a strong response from the world to the attack, which comes amid US-led efforts to broker an end to the 3-year war. Let's take a look at some sporting updates. Nigeria's Flying Eagles will face Tunisia, Kenya and Morocco in Group B at the 2025 Africa Under-20 Cup of Nations. The draw ceremony took place at the headquarters of the Confederation of African Football on Sunday. Aliyu Zubairu's side will face Tunisia in their opening fixture of the tournament on Monday, the 28th of April. Hosts Egypt, South Africa, Sierra Leone, Zambia and Tanzania are in Group A. Holders Senegal are pitched in Group C with Central African Republic, Democratic Republic of Congo and Ghana. The top 4 teams in the competition will qualify for the 2025 FIFA Under-20 World Cup to be hosted by Chile later in the year. And that's it. A little bit later on the show, we will be taking a look at the beautiful game and talk about more results when it comes to football. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. We're just getting the show on the road.
Okay, so now let's get to the intimate part.
Exactly.
Now. So do you feel this whole enhancement, the whole you do boobs, you do ass, does it now make you good in bed? You do your dick, does it make you good in bed? You do abs, are you now more attracted to your partner?
Are you more confident?
Exactly, to now perform well.
As a woman, you
Maybe
have bigger breasts, you have bigger... Come on, you feel more sexier.
Okay.
It's affecting in bed.
Okay, Beverly, you know what?
No,
I really want to hear
the experience of it. It doesn't change the experience.
I want to hear Desmond's side. I want to hear your own, but your own is making me feel somehow.
Because what? Okay.
No, I don't know.
I'm being serious.
Is that your trousers going on?
Hey! Hagulalumo!
Yes, hips.
LGBTQ.
Oh my God.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Barka mu da warhaka. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Maya Angelou was a civil rights activist, poet, and award-winning author known for her acclaimed 1969 memoir, I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, and her numerous poetry and essay collections. Angelou was born on April 4, 1928 in St. Louis, Missouri. Angelou had a difficult childhood. Her parents split up when she was very young. Around the 1960s, Angelou lived in Ghana working as an editor and a freelance writer. Angelou also held a position at the University of Ghana for a time before she joined a community of revolutionist returnees exploring Pan-Africanism and became close with human rights activist and black nationalist leader Malcolm X and Martin Luther King. In 1961, Angelou appeared in an off-Broadway production of Jean Genet's The Blacks with James L. Jones, Lou Gossett Jr. and Cicely Tyson, and went on to earn a Tony Award nomination for her role in the play Look Away, 1973, and an Emmy Award nomination for her work on the television miniseries Roots, 1977, among other honors. Angelou's career has seen numerous accolades, including the Chicago International Film Festival's 1998 Audience Choice Award and a nod from the Acapulco Black Film Festival in 1999 for Down in the Delta. She published 7 autobiographies, 3 books of essays, several books of poetry, and is credited with a list of plays, movies, more than 50 honorary degrees, and television shows spanning over 50 years. She also won 2 NAACP Image Awards in the Outstanding Literary Work Non-Fiction category for her 2005 cookbook and 2008 Letter to My Daughter. After experiencing health issues for a number of years, Angelou died on May 28, 2014 at her home in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. In May 2021, it was announced that Angelou will be one of the first women to be commemorated with a new series of quarters from the U.S. Mint.
All right, it is time for musical performance. You guys know how much I always enjoy music on the show. Now, we have the talented artist Timi Fasesi, who is a gifted Nigerian musician, record producer, is a songwriter. This guy has been performing all around the world, and he is here with us on Wake Up Nigeria. We're happy to have you here. How you doing?
Very well. Very well.
Man, I like the hair. Can you say, because I'm in my bad boy era. So what do you think about my bad boy era?
It's just like the Genesis.
Am I the Gen? Wow. So tell me, your music. I see that you have a blend of different genres of music. What are the genres that you like to put in your music?
Majorly, basically, I'm Afrobeat artist.
Okay, Afrobeats.
But there's a little touch of, high life, and a little touch of R&B.
Okay,
And
okay.
I forgot this, but then a little touch of highlight, but basically Afrobeat.
Oh, lovely. Afrobeat, high life. I also like your style as well.
Thanks, Chief.
So I noticed that your name, you're using your surname as well, your brand name. Why did you go for that?
Yeah, I used to be Marvy before I had to rebrand because there are thousands of people using that particular, tag. So and I'm like,
Marvin?
I used to be Marvy, M-A-R-V-Y.
Okay, M-A-R-V-Y.
Yeah,
okay,
so
okay,
at some point I'm like, I just need to be prominent. I just need to stand out of what I'm doing, So I decided of using my name because there are people like likes of Chris Brown and all like that. So I don't think there's anything bad using my real name. So that was how LFSSC came.
Oh, nice, nice. I mean, if I were to go into music, I'll probably use my name as well. Maybe Edgar, to drop some bars, to drop my style.
That's great.
All right, so tell about the song you're performing today. What's the inspiration behind the song?
Yeah, Dupa is just like it's just like a mixture of okay, just like me giving thanks generally about the things. Everybody have been through one or two things. Literally, even the ones at the top there, they actually started from somewhere.
Yeah.
So it's just me trying to gather my little experience, try to tell a little story, and at the end of it, giving thanks. Even though we are not where we're supposed to be, but we think we are not who we used to be. Yeah.
Absolutely. I cannot wait to hear you perform the song. I'm sure
Thanks,
it's
Chief.
super amazing. Of course. Let's hear you perform. All right.
Thanks.
Let's go. Kill it. Okay.
Don't do me shady. Don't lose to reggae. And then you see me please with the shop. It's just I remember. So yes I do. So yes I do. It's enough forever. It's enough forever.
All right, welcome, and yes, we do. Okay, no, that was a love song. We do. Yeah,
we do what we do.
Yeah, we do what we do.
We do what we do.
We do what we do.
We always do what we do.
Of course. Yeah, Edgar and Titi here. How about tell us, how did the weekend go? Let's talk about our weekend.
Right.
Weekend for me. How's Friday? I'm trying to think of exactly what happened. Friday. Okay, but the weekend started on Friday. I mean, for a lot of people.
Yeah, of course started on Friday.
Of course, Saturday is always great to be here because I mean, peaceful, more calm, and then work, and then I was supposed to go out on Sunday. I was supposed to get somewhere, but we're at that age now where it's sweeter to sit back. You have to be sure apart from the age and apart from the economy and whatever it's doing. So I was supposed to go out. I had something to do, but I was unable to make it. I just sat back at home and did some things around the house. So yeah, that was weekend for me.
All right. Well, mine was an extremely active weekend. Started on Saturday. I had an event. I was the MC at an event.
Oh, wonderful.
And that took most of the day. Then I drove. Well, we drove all the way to Eleko Beach. Do you remember Eleko?
How far
So that's like after Amen Estate. That's like just before you go left to Ekpe. You know, you go right to where the free trade zone is. So it's one of the beaches along the free trade zone.
What's it carrying?
Really quaint place. A birthday, actually.
Nice.
A birthday hangout with Trisha Biz. I don't know if you know Trisha Biz. She's a trainer, and she runs a place called Ziba. So this amazing beach resort. So she just brought together 11 women to come and reconnect. Based on her birthday, yes.
Okay, based on her birthday.
Yes, based on her birthday, but it was just all us women.
The birthday was yesterday.
The birthday was on Saturday.
Incidentally,
So,
I have a friend whose birthday was yesterday, and for the whole week leading up to the birthday, she was depressed.
Wow,
she was just empty.
Seriously?
Yeah, because it's all that, and this is me. I mentioned it, but I think I guess what this is me. She was like, look at, I'm getting to another age. What have I achieved?
Okay, yeah.
What have I done in the past year? For a number of people, it's reflection, and then. In her particular case, there's pressure from the parents to get married.
Oh, so she's not married. I thought it was just an age thing. Okay.
You understand? And so we know that for some women or for a number of people, that comes with quite a lot.
Yeah.
And then it's not like you're not like a guy who can speak up and stand up and just go. You understand? So it's different for ladies and all of that. And so all of those thoughts coming and all of that made her, feel somehow.
Yeah. How were you able to help? Were you able to?
Oh yes, I spoke to her.
Yes,
I told her that
have a conversation.
Yeah, I did. And she really said, "Oh, thank you for the words that you spent and all of that." And there was that pressure to go out. I was like, even if you don't want to go out, maybe plan a day before, do something a day before, or do something a day after, so that day, maybe
It's a deep one. So was it a milestone age?
Okay, you know what happens?
Was it a milestone age?
We'll just take a very short time out. Yeah,
okay.
We'll come back to this discussion. Yeah,
and I'll take us on my weekend actually.
All right, at the end, Edgar, of course, will tell us that.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyinbo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call permanent solutions.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crumbs of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless.
I
live in Lagos.
I walked out of the gym. They wanted to kill me. One more.
One more what? What exactly did they tell you to do?
So when I got to the gym, you know, that I had to pay for this trainer.
Fee.
Yeah, the fee and then the trainer's fee.
Yeah, that's already stress.
Yeah, so the guy's like, okay, so what do you want? So I'm like, oh, I want to increase my chest. I want bigger arms. I want, you know, broader shoulders. And he's like, let's take it easy. One by one.
Okay.
And then he was like, okay, so how many times do you eat a day? I was like, young man, that's not the problem here. I want to carry iron. Just give me iron to carry.
Okay.
And then he's like, no, I need to know how many times do you eat them? Sometimes twice, sometimes. He's like, no. Bro, he's like, bro, if you want to really get to all that, you need to get 4. Eat it 4 times a day.
Yeah.
Eat it 5 times a day. You need to take eggs. You need to take chicken. You need to take... So we passed all that stage.
Okay.
And then the next thing is like, you know, the workout part.
Yeah.
So he's like, you know what, take these dumbbells. And then he's like, take a very light one. And trust me, I cried that thing. The light one was... There are successful people in this world that did not go to gym.
Oh, no. So you need to start slow.
Let me tell you.
He had that experience.
I'll tell everybody, look, in your life, one of the best decisions you will ever do is taking physical exercise seriously. It will affect the quality.
Take a look at my shoulder now.
Calm down now.
No, look, before my shoulder like this before. Guys, you guys know my shoulder. Take a look. My pride is up. My pride is up.
It will have an effect. I said physical exercise.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean going to the gym.
Yeah.
It will have an effect on your physical life, your spiritual life, your psychological life, everything. Yeah. So don't listen to if Edgar doesn't work out.
Even your love life, going to the gym will affect your love life too.
One of these days, guys, we'll probably have like a push-up competition between me and Mike.
Edgar, just calm down.
I can do like 50.
No, but the advice he gave you was very key. First of all, you need something to work. If you want to build muscle, you need the building blocks. Okay. And even when we're in primary school, what did they call it?
We'll tell him later. We just have to. We have a we have to move
it's
now.
It's okay now.
We'll take a very short time out now. We'll be back with a little bit more on the show.
Yes.
For a conversation about Nigeria this morning. Our guest is Oluwa of Oluwafemi Clothing. It's such a pleasure to have you in the studio with us. How are you doing?
Fine. Good morning.
Good morning. Very well. So let's talk about Meta business. So many people are aware of Meta and, of course, Meta business. But then I'd like us to just hit the ground running. How beneficial has Meta business been to your brand?
I think in layman's terms, that would be WhatsApp business. When you say Meta business, a lot of people probably don't understand what you're saying. So WhatsApp business for me, like, is one of those things that I don't personally understand how everybody's not on it. If you own a business, it's something you should have. It's like, you have WhatsApp, right? Almost everybody that has a smartphone has WhatsApp on their phone. So it's basically WhatsApp from a business perspective. It's amazing.
So how do you maximize the features on it?
The easiest way I can put it is, if you run a business, and it's pretty straightforward, right? It's pretty straightforward. If you run a business, it's like having your business on everyone's phone. Everyone that has your number has access to everything your business has to offer, all the information that they could possibly need.
Wow. Okay, so when you started using Meta Business, what impact would you say it has had on your business so far?
It gave me peace of mind, first of all, because...
When you say peace of mind, how?
Peace of mind because back then, before Meta Business came about, that's WhatsApp business, let me not be like you. Before WhatsApp business came about, right? Your WhatsApp number was linked to only one phone. So that meant anytime I was unavailable, customers couldn't reach the business.
Okay.
But with Meta Business, you could replicate that same number on like 4 different devices. So say, for example, I have like 3 stores now. The WhatsApp number is on each of the stores. So when you send a message to us as a brand, everybody sees it. So I'm not just the only one responding. There are 3 other people that could respond to you at any given time.
Because they all have access
the
to
same
that. Wow.
Same number. So it's not like, oh, you have to store one number for this store, another number for this store. Same number, all 3 stores. You send a message, 4 different people are attending to you at the same time. Seamless experience.
That's just one of the many features. What other features?
I think the greatest feature for me for Meta Business would be the catalog, right? It's like a website, basically.
Okay.
The reason why I love it is you wake up some mornings and customers have sent a message to you with a cart. They've gone through your catalog, selected all the items they want, made payments. It's seamless. It's seamless.
So it's a great way to connect with your customers. It's like a walk-in store, so to speak.
It's like your store in the pocket of the customer. That's the easiest way to put it. Your store in the pocket of a customer.
Wow. Okay, so in what other ways can you utilize Meta Business, especially for people who have not, because some people already use WhatsApp Business. However, most of them do not really understand the basics, especially the things they should know, the possibilities it offers.
It's pretty straightforward. Like, I feel like if you could use social media or you can use the regular WhatsApp, it's pretty straightforward. Like, it does almost everything that you could possibly want. For me, it's like, the easiest way to explain it would be that, think of it like having, like I would always say, think of it like having your store in the pocket of the customer. So say, for example, you want to buy something from, not just us, not just a fashion brand, any other brand, like you'd have all of the details, right? How much it costs, what sizes it comes in, where the store is located, like all the information you can possibly need. You don't have to go to a website, you don't have to call anybody, you don't have to talk to anybody, like, and then there are quick replies on it as well. So say, for example, you send a message, their automated response, like, is seamless. It's seamless.
Indeed. Now, the Nigerian fashion industry has evolved over the years. Now, in what ways would you say this evolution has influenced your strategy, especially for you to stay in business, for you to have 3 stores? That's a lot. So
where we're going to is not a lot.
It's not a lot.
It's not a lot.
Okay. So how has it influenced your strategy?
Fashion is a dynamic business in itself, right?
Absolutely.
You can't be stale. You have to constantly keep evolving. And with the infusion of technology, it's a game changer. It makes everything seamless. People can. Back then, you probably have to know the person to buy from them. But now most times you just look them up on social media.
Yeah.
Like, you have to stay on top of your game. You just have to stay on top of your game.
Now, this doesn't really have much to do with WhatsApp business, but I have to mention this because it's something that affects many businesses. Now, as an online business, delivery is a challenge. How have you been able to also manage it? Does WhatsApp business also help you with managing your delivery guy and all of that?
No, but however, like there are a lot of logistic companies that you could use for delivery. I think back in the days, yes, but not anymore. Not anymore. Not anymore. Delivery is, you could, all those ride-hailing apps right now, you can order anything, have it delivered in minutes. Business is easier now, honestly.
Business is a whole lot easier.
It's a whole lot easier than when I started. I started about like 19 years ago. It was a different world entirely.
Absolutely.
If I had all of these tools back then,
you know where you
me and not tell a lot of the neighbors.
So now we've talked about so many features of the WhatsApp business. I'm wondering, which ones are your favorites?
Catalog, quick response. What else again? Then I like catalog quick response would probably be my favorite. Then stories, yes, WhatsApp stories. So like your regular stories, that always for us translates into sales, right? Once people see stories of, oh, they see a video, they see, and I think that if businesses use social media the way they're meant to use it, it's like letting the world in your own world, right? With WhatsApp business stories, it always translates to sales for us. Like, oh, this is available, this is available. People order it and then you send it out to them, collect your money, sit down, and rinse and repeat.
Quite honestly, walk in store versus online, which one translates more to more profits?
Honestly, I think because I come from traditional business, I would forever favor stores. But in all honesty, if I'm going to be honest, it's for us now it's like 50-50.
Wow.
If I'm going to be honest, because you have people buying stuff that have never even been to your store.
Wow, wow. So how do you see the rise of digital search, the digital age as
Jump on the train. Jump on the train. Don't get left behind. Because I know a couple of businesses that still feel like, oh, this online thing is not. Jump on the train. The last time I ran sales report, I think about 49% of our sales come from online channels, websites, WhatsApp, social media.
No wonder you're like almost par.
Yeah, because you have people outside of Lagos that all our stores are based in Lagos. So that means if you want to buy from us, if you're not in Lagos, you can't buy from us. But with this now, people from all over Nigeria.
Now, WhatsApp business is, especially when it comes to the Meta itself, it allows you embed your WhatsApp business number into so many posts, so many pages. Tell us more about how you utilize that particular tool.
Okay, so let me say, for example, if I took a picture of what I'm wearing right now, right, and I was going to post it on my Instagram page, I could actually link the WhatsApp number to that same post. So if you want to buy what I'm wearing, all you have to click on that post, click on that icon, takes you directly to WhatsApp, you buy it.
Wow.
Seamless.
Now, there's a business person watching you right now, and the person is saying, oh, this WhatsApp business, there's just too much to catch up with. There's this app, there's that app. What counsel would you give an average business owner, especially as to utilizing WhatsApp business to maximize their profits?
If you use WhatsApp as a business owner and you don't have WhatsApp business, you're shortchanging yourself. Because, okay, so say for example, if someone wants to buy something from us back then, and you wanted pictures, I would have to go through my gallery before I could send you the pictures. I can send you the catalog. And the catalog is segmented in such a way that you can either have the entire catalog, or if what you're just looking for is shirts, I can send you just shirts, just ties, it's amazing. And it's free. Why are you not on it?
So it's not like, when you have a group, for example, because there's another thing people like to use, WhatsApp groups and everything. Now, those ones, you can lose the history, the pictures, the photos. With WhatsApp catalog, is it forever there?
It's there. The chat history is there. And sometimes I wonder, how do these people do these things? Like, so a customer could message you maybe 3 years ago, bought something 3 years ago. That's another thing I forgot to mention. So now they introduce notes, right? Which means that for every customer, I could create, on your profile, I could create a note like with your size information, your delivery details. If you bought something from us before, the next time is even going to be 50% faster, because I don't need any of your delivery information anymore. It's stored there. It's amazing.
No,
it's amazing.
And then this makes me think of, as a business owner, and realistically, people lose their phones. You could lose your phones, or some person fiddles with your phone and you lose all your contacts in quotes and all. Of what benefits is having WhatsApp business then?
So as we're talking right now, my phone is off. But if you send a message to our WhatsApp number, somebody's going to respond to you. So it doesn't need your phone to be on for it to be active. It's there, it's in the cloud, it's forever there.
Wow, okay. So I guess at this point you've learned a thing or two, especially as to utilizing the WhatsApp business feature for your business. But then just before we leave, I'm wondering, away from WhatsApp, there are also other Meta tools. Which other Meta tools would you recommend? Instagram.
I mean fashion. Instagram is...
Some people swear by Facebook.
Facebook is for my mom and my dad.
Really now?
That's my personal opinion. Because, funny enough, before Instagram came on board, Facebook was where we started, right? But for the generation we sell close to, they're more on Instagram than Facebook now.
So for a business owner, especially when it comes to fashion industry and all, Instagram.
No, but because Instagram is more visual, like it's pictures and videos. That's all people want to see. And fashion is Fashion is pictures and videos, really. Like, I want to see what the item looks like. I want to see what the outfit looks like from the front, from the side, from the back.
So I must take you back to that online versus physical store, because there's something that's struck me now, and that has to do with costs. Now, some people would say that it is more expensive to manage an online business due to the cost of data now, plus the number of people you still have to employ to manage it, as against paying rent and having a physical store. I'm not very sure I agree with that, but I want to know your thoughts as a business owner.
I completely disagree. Like, if you have a retail store, the overhead alone can kill you if you're not careful. People do online business. All you need is a phone and data, honestly. Like, we live in the era where people don't have to own physical stores anymore. Like, they are drop shippers. What are drop shippers? Drop shippers are people that are in between the buyer and the seller. And what do they do? All they do is just connect both. With what? With the phone. It's way cheaper to start an online business. You can't even compare. You can't compare.
So your overhead costs, though, because you have 3 stores. And I'm wondering, you said earlier that you're looking to expand.
So in my mind, the way I see the fashion business in Nigeria, there's no reason why we can't be in all the states in Nigeria. There's no reason why we can't be in different countries in Africa. It's possible. Those limitations. So if you were to travel abroad and let's not name brands now, you travel abroad and you find out that there are certain brands that you find, or say you go to the UK or the US, for example, there are certain brands you find everywhere. How are they doing it?
That's true.
That's what we want to do.
So tell us about your brand then.
Oluwafemi Clothing. It's a menswear fashion. It's basically workwear. That's what we do, basically workwear. Everything we do is for the working man. So I started out as a fashion designer, but as time evolved, I realized that, okay, you know what, this is more valuable than this, and then we stuck with that. We make clothes for working class Nigerian, everything working class. That's what we're about.
Let's talk about what you're wearing now. This shirt looks really amazing, I must say.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, so let's talk about even the pants as well. Really nice.
I'm a fashion guy now.
Of course, I see that.
Come on.
So what you're wearing right now, if I wanted to buy it from your store, how much would it cost?
The shirt will be 35 grand. The pants will be 50, I think, yes.
Are they made to fit or?
No, we sell ready to wear. You walk into the store, buy what you want, but they can alter them,
Oh, this is really nice.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
I'm a fashion guy.
It looks his brand, doesn't it?
Yes,
it does. Oh, well, at this point, we've got to head to the kitchen. Thank you so much for your time, Oluwafemi Oke.
Thank you very much for having me.
Oluwafemi Clothing. So you can look out for that store in your neighborhood. You never can tell. It might be there soon. Thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much, ma'am. It was nice. Thank you for having me, rather.
It's my pleasure. All right, at this point, we head straight to the kitchen where some cooking is about to go down.
All right, then, the Wake Up Nigeria kitchen is already buzzing. Chef Flora, it's great to have you back with us.
Thank you so much.
Welcome back. Welcome back. How have you been?
Been good.
Good? All right. Now, I know you work in multiple busy kitchens all over the world, you know. I've always been in awe of how you put some flavors together. Let me just turn that off while we're speaking. You know what? Let me just put some water in. No, it's oil that's in there. Oh, sorry. It's oil that's in there. Okay, so we're already giving you a little insight into what we're making today. Chef Flora, talk to us.
Okay, so it's all about being intentional about what we eat and putting varieties. You can put the food ingredients together in such that you create a kind of difference for yourself when you are tired of one particular type of meal. You want to, have a taste and then a change of meal. So that's what it's all about. So we have the ground beef.
Minced beef, right?
Yes, minced beef is the multi-purpose ingredients, protein. You can, use it in different
ways.
You can decide to use it as your meatballs, your pasta sauce, and so on. So, and it's very nutritional. It's flavorful because it's easy to spice, and
apart from the minced beef, we also
have the sausage, just to back it up, tomato paste, chili pepper, carrots, green peel, just a butter to create a kind of flavor, and then the veggies, tomato, onions, runner beans, and so on. So
spring onions.
And spring
as well.
onions. We have I have dried celery leaf, thyme leaf.
Thyme. That looks like
cinnamon. Basil leaf.
Wow.
Ground garlic.
Garlic. So
and salt seasoning.
These are some interesting seasonings. Now, if you're mixing cinnamon, garlic, basil, thyme, and parsley, right?
Yeah.
Oh, parsley?
Yeah.
Now, these are some really strong flavors that you're adding. Are you using this to spice up the oil that you use for the beef, or is it for the rice?
Okay, so we're going to use part of it to flavor the meat. You know, I told it I said it's easy to manipulate the minced meat. It's easy to flavor it with different kinds of flavors. So this is just to bring out that flavor that you need in this beef.
All right,
and
so I know we already have vegetable oil that was heating up earlier on. Let me bring this back to the heat. I believe you're throwing something in the oil now.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Or do you need to dice something first?
The first thing I do is to wash the rice. Let it go on.
Please go ahead with the washing of the rice.
So I like washing my rice with salt, to remove a little bit of starch from it instead of parboiling it. You can also parboil if you have the time. I would have preferred to parboil it, but using salt, we also do the same.
So this is just normal short grain rice.
Yes.
And then you just massage it in salt water. Okay,
Massage
so but
it
when
over
you
and
pour
over.
that water out, are you still going to add salt to the rice later on?
While boiling, yes.
Yes,
I
while
like
boiling.
this boiling water. I'm going to add salt.
Okay,
in.
fantastic. Okay.
Anyway.
So are we boiling it officially, like cooking it now, or just parboiling it?
No, I don't have the time to parboil it.
to
That was
parboil.
what I said.
Okay.
If I would have loved to parboil, but
No
I've already used salt to wash it, so there's no need of you parboiling anymore.
What have you noted about rice these days? Is it more starchy than before, or is it like a little less starch?
Well, we have varieties. We have some organic rice that's nothing as, it's whole. They've not done anything. They've not processed it. It has a lot of starch in it. So all such rice needs to be, to be parboiled.
All right, fantastic. I think that's good. I don't know, before you wash the white color off the rice. Rice is supposed to be white now. All right, so after this now, we can
add in more water.
Just a little bit more water. Okay, fantastic.
Wash again. You can see that the water is not milky like before.
One more time, these are the ingredients for ground beef vegetable sauce. It's going to be served with rice, and Chef Flora is going to start working on the vegetables very soon. Now, those are the ingredients you need if you would like to try this at home. Very simple. Just look around your cupboards, or maybe pop down to a market close by and grab some of these ingredients and see if you can make your own ground beef vegetable sauce. Now, I know that the onions are of two types here. This is the white and red onion. We have tomato, we have a red pepper, spring onions, green runner beans. There's also sausage here, the ground beef, of course, which is the star of the show, and some spices. So, to this rice, you're adding some salt?
Yeah, for boiling.
Fantastic. All right, beautiful. So the rice is going to be doing its thing now. Let me put that on. Full heat, yes? Let's put that on full heat for you. And now let's talk vegetables. Okay, no? Okay, all right, go ahead, Chef Flora.
We're going to season this. Sorry, I need...
What do you need?
Your
gloves. Oh, let me grab the gloves. Okay, gloves. All right, Chef. There you go. All right, so this ground beef, have you done anything to the beef so far?
That's what I'm just going to do now. So that I really want to show. I would have done it earlier, but...
Okay. I wanted to show the process.
Show the process.
Because a lot of people don't truly understand how to spice ground beef.
As it is, assuming we want to do meatballs, all we need is to put all the spices put the vegetables like cucumber. You
Yeah.
grate it inside and then you mix it with chunk. You don't have that liberty. You don't have that. So I'm going in first with the
Garlic?
with the garlic powder.
Okay. Garlic powder. Great. Fantastic.
Going to add
Then
the salt.
Salt. All right.
Well, it depends. I don't use too much salt in my cookings.
Then you have your thyme.
So I have my thyme leaf, basil leaf,
cinnamon.
Cinnamon, just a little.
Fantastic.
So what we do is to massage everything inside.
Okay. So you use your hands to sort of massage all the spices in. Okay, fantastic. All right, so this ground beef, did you grind it yourself or you bought it as it is?
Well, I bought it from a departmental store.
Okay.
But you can also make it yourself if you have a very good blender. So you can take
the second glove, sorry. Is that the right way? Oh, no. Okay. Go ahead.
So this is ready. So we are going to...
All right. So you leave that to stand for a bit?
Yes.
And then you start working on the onions. All right. Now, as Chef Flora gets this meal underway, we have to take a quick break. There's still so much more coming your way on Wake Up Nigeria.
We love our food, parties, and the good time. But how do we feel afterwards? However these 7 symptoms of heartburn and indigestion feel like to you, all 7 symptoms are caused by stomach acid. So Gaviscon Double Action acts in your stomach to neutralize acid fast and forms a raft to prevent contents from going back up the food pipe. For long-lasting relief, for any of these 7 symptoms, think Gaviscon.
Doubt and fear doesn't occur at the canvas, it shows in the canvas. It shows the conation of raw earthen material slabbed, stroked and molded at a pace provided by the doubt and fear. Every move way in the struggle of one to the other, merging the past to the present, brushstrokes of colors seen but not known. For when the wailing stops, the pieces settle down in abject beauty erected for a century of a century. Speaking, advocating, protesting as the arts are meant to be.
Welcome back. It's Wake Up Nigeria. The second hour of your favorite morning companion is beginning now. Now, all the Monday goodness continues, and we've already kick-started your morning with loads of energy, some insight as well, and we're digging even deeper into everything that makes Mondays magical. Now, Mondays are for fresh perspective, renewed goals, and setting tone for the week ahead, and we're here to help you with just that, especially with this smile on our faces, some inspiring stories and thought-provoking conversations, and of course, a touch of entertainment. Now, you can trust us to keep that momentum going strong. Honestly, we have quite a bit still coming your way on Wake Up Nigeria. We've had quite a day so far, and the team are in the kitchen, and they are hanging out with Chef Flora. Edgar, how's it going over there?
We're doing
Mary's
very,
there
very
as
good.
well. Hey,
Yes,
Mary.
I'm here. Well, I was actually originally supposed to be here.
Aww.
Then Titi now decided to do business. Let me be the one with Chef Flora. So it's fine. You can have the space. It's fine. Chef Flora, well done. It's good to be here. I can't wait
for having
see what you come up with today. What?
I know what you would come up with because this is not the first time I'm making something like this. So I'll just give you some tips and tricks.
Wow.
All right, to make it better.
This guy that can only boil water and prepare hard-boiled eggs, we'll be talking about giving professional chefs tips.
Wow.
He says we don't value him. That's the next thing.
Alrighty then, guys. Please engage with us. Talk to us about your Monday mood. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVC and let us know how you're feeling this Monday morning. You can stream the show live on tvcentertainment.tv. That's our website. And of course, TVC Entertainment on YouTube. If you haven't got the mobile app, please download it. It's available for iOS and of course Android. And we can't wait to hear your thoughts. Okay, now Mike Messikeno is standing by for us to take the beautiful game. Hey, Mike.
No, it's already time. Okay.
Newcastle match was the 2-1 home defeat by Fulham in February. Man United getting ready to kick off. Newcastle United without Eddie Howe. And we again send him our best wishes for a speedy recovery. Jason Tindall in the technical area, supported today by Graham Jones. As they look to make it 5 wins in a row in all competition.
Sometimes. All right, there was quite a lot over the weekend when it comes to the beautiful game, and we'll be taking a look at all of that. Of course, Mary and Edgar are also around here on standby to give me their thoughts. I'll get to them a little bit later. But let's start with the Premier League. And of course, we are on the Premier League website. And of course, the major story here, slot. After Liverpool defeated that match, it was a very lucky one. It was a 2-1 win for them. And it was quite a very, should I say in some ways, lucky as it were. But they were able to overcome West Ham. And it seemed as though that they might just they might have needed to wait a little bit longer. But Virgil van Dijk, who just signed a new contract, by the way, who's going to be there for 2 more years, as well as Mohamed Salah, had something to say otherwise. Mohamed Salah, by the way, has scored, gave an assist. The assist to Luis Diaz made him the record goal and assist top leader in a 38th season match. But we'll get to see all of that. Now, Slot says, I don't care where this title is won, but we must stay focused. Now, on Saturday, and the big one had to be Manchester City 5, Crystal Palace 2. Now, that was quite the match. Brighton, of course, 2, Leicester 2, Nottingham Forest 0, Everton 1, Southampton 0, Aston Villa 3, Arsenal up against Brentford. Incidentally, both my, I don't know what I should call them analysts now, because they open your mouth and chat Arsenal. As an analyst, you're supposed to be objective, but I doubt the objectivity of Edgar and Mary when it comes to anything that concerns Arsenal.
Well, it was disappointing. It was.
I wouldn't call it disappointing. So what Arteta decided to do was field in 5 different players from the Real Madrid game, and to be honest, I wasn't expecting anything. I wasn't expecting anything different, to be honest.
It feels like she's waiting for the second leg.
She actually did say a lot because I rubbed it into her face as much as possible. But we'll get to all of that. Let's take a look at the other results. It was Chelsea, draw 2-2 against Ipswich. Liverpool 2-1 against West Ham. Wolves and Spurs 4-2. But the one that Edgar wants to talk about is Newcastle 4, Manchester United 1. You saw that highlight. And the question needs to be asked. Is Ruben Amorim still the right man for the job? Andre Onana, after his antics in midweek, of course, was dropped for this particular game, and but then it seemed more of the same. As much as saves were made, they conceded 4 goals. So, is it a situation where can you say Andre Onana is a problem, or Ruben Amorim? Where do you think, Edgar, now this is to you, where do you think Manchester United have a problem at this particular point in time?
I would say that the solution to Manchester United's problem is not changing the coach. If you change Amorim or you share the money to different clubs, Arsenal take, Newcastle take, Chelsea take. That's the only solution to Man U's problem. There is nothing they can do. Change the name.
Where are you coming from?
I'm being honest.
This guy went from 0 to 100.
They need to sell the club.
No.
Share the club.
Realistically,
there is nothing realistic about
there's nothing one can think of as being the fundamental problem. I remember Ronaldo was talking about the fact that there's a dressing room problem. Different coaches, different players talking about different things going wrong in a great club like Manchester United. However, if you even want to say that Amorim is the problem, what about the players? Because a coach can only coach.
He likes to play from the back. Onana has 2 left legs. So it means that he cannot even kick the ball to his other leg.
All right, how bad that is. You see what happens now? Edgar, bless, I will bring Koboko for you on this show, small. But with those results, with what had happened, let's take a look at the table when it comes to the Premier League.
He cannot kick the ball.
And this shows a lot. Now, incidentally, the EPL might just have 7 teams. Yes, you heard me right. 7 teams in the Champions League next season. There's a possibility. All right, now, after Aston Villa and Arsenal, most especially, defeated Real Madrid, officially, it's 5 teams in the Champions League. But, depending on other results, Manchester United are in the Europa League. And then if Manchester United finish outside the top 5, then no matter the 5 that go, they will still go. And then there's the FA Cup winner. Then there's Chelsea also. If Chelsea finish outside the top 5, you understand? But then you consider that they are in, okay, now that will be Europa League because they are in the Conference League. You understand? But then you could see that the EPL can produce at least like 6 teams in the Champions League. Now let's take a look at what the table will look like, or what the table looks like at this particular moment. Looking at how everything flows and all of that. Liverpool on top, of course, are on top. They do have 76 points. And it's basically title. It's basically title over. Arsenal's draw with Brentford, of course, gave them the chance that if Arsenal should lose the next match, Liverpool next week will be crowned champions. What do you think about that, Mary? And, of course, Edgar.
That's why I said it was quite disappointing. But then, of course, Liverpool will at least gain something this season, really. Because it does seem like it's been quite a wonky season for them. But whatever the case may be, though, I hope Arsenal, keeps fighting till the end. They are good at fighting till the end.
I wouldn't say it has been an amazing season for Liverpool. I would just say that other teams have been terrible. And they've just been taking it up that way.
I agree. Considering the fact that some of the big guns did not really pull their weight this season, I totally agree with that, actually.
Yeah, but marathon. Teams have injuries. It doesn't matter. They went on a marathon. They have won. Give them their flowers, or they will.
Nobody is taking their flowers from them. We're just pointing out the fact.
Not enough. There's no fact. That's not a fact.
There is a fact.
That's not a fact. The fact is they are
many
top.
clubs struggled this season.
Irrespective.
They were
there are other seasons when they've struggled. It's not a fact. The fact is that they are winning the title, and irrespective of what others have done. I mean, look at Manchester City. When this season started, after getting Savino in, they got back Ilkay Gundogan, and then with the plethora of stars that they have, 2 world-class in one position. I know people who gave them, very top pundits already gave them the title in April, like the season had not started. They're already giving them the title. And then it so happened that at this particular point, Liverpool with a blistering form, up until recently, that's talking about the Champions League where PSG took them down. Look at Mohamed Salah and all that he has done. So at this time, at this particular point, however the other teams performed, Liverpool, of course, had to carry it. But then, the major talk here has to be Newcastle, who still have 1 match in hand. If they do take that 1 match in hand, they'll go. Well, they're already in the top 4 position. So there's a possibility. But because of their 5 now, Manchester City will definitely be in the Champions League. But if they don't, now that is where there is a problem. If they don't take that top 4, because Chelsea are just 1 point behind Manchester City. And, of course, there's Aston Villa, who are just down there behind, just quite very close. Very, very close. And Aston Villa, of course, will be up against PSG this midweek. They are going up in the Champions League as it happens. And so Aston Villa are quite very close. The same point with Chelsea. 1 point behind Manchester City. There's a possibility that Manchester City will not be in the Champions League. How do you think about that, Mary? A Champions League season without Manchester City?
It's the same as what I said earlier. This season hasn't been so good for many teams. a lot of challenges, and it seems like they are struggling to overcome those challenges. No one is quite sure, and I'm looking forward to this year's documentary for Manchester City to know exactly what was happening behind the scenes, because of course you would see it like in 2-3 years time when they actually tell you what happened that season. I'm looking forward to it because it's rare to see someone, it's not as if Guardiola left, he's still there. So it's I don't know, it's mind-blowing what has happened to them this season.
All right, let's wrap up with this. I'll just take a look at the La Liga table. Barcelona, of course, are on top. They are going there for the title. They have 70 points, 4 above Real Madrid. Remember that, of course, just this weekend, Real Madrid defeated Alaves. It was a 1-0 win. Kylian Mbappe picked up a red card, but they were able to still go, even though Alaves picked up a red card a little bit later. But in spite of that red card, Jude Bellingham was on the bench, and of course Vinicius Jr. started the match on the bench. Both of them are getting set for Arsenal. Well, it's going to be Wednesday at the Bernabeu. That's where it's going to happen. They will close the roof. We're looking forward to an interesting game. Do you think out there, just let us know on social media, do you think Real Madrid can overturn a 3-0 deficit? If there is one club that can do it, it has to be Madrid. They think that the Champions League is their heritage. They think that they can do all that it takes to win the Champions League. They've done it before. Barcelona have done it, Liverpool have done it. Barcelona against PSG, Liverpool against Barcelona, Liverpool against AC Milan. Comebacks are a regular thing in the Champions League. We'll be talking about all of that as it leads on up until Wednesday when Arsenal will take on Real Madrid in the Bernabeu. That's it on the beautiful game this Monday morning. We'll take a time out now. Stay with us. There's still quite a bit more to come on the show.
I'm Miriam Lunge. I'm a passionate environment advocate and a published author.
I am the founder of Celebration, a businesswoman, and a fashion icon.
I am a wealth coach and a real estate developer.
I am Amako Arakwe. I'm a corporate commercial lawyer and an entrepreneur.
Welcome to our hacker. I am Ramatu Shehu Oyibo, an entrepreneur and a business coach.
I am the voice of an average Muslim woman, an hijabite, and a lawyer.
I am a polymath and a serial entrepreneur.
I am Murayo Afolabi Brown, Managing Director, TVC Entertainment. I'm a media consultant, producer, and broadcaster.
The ladies of your view are made of women from different professions, tribes, cultures, and religion. Join us every Monday to Friday as we share our views on topical and social issues.
Martin Luther King Jr. was born in Atlanta, Georgia, January 15, 1929. The son of a Baptist minister, King received a doctorate degree in theology and in 1955 helped organize the first major protest of the African-American civil rights movement, the successful Montgomery bus boycott. King participated in and led marches for the right to vote, desegregation, labor rights, and other civil rights. He advocated civil disobedience and nonviolent opposition against segregation in the South, influenced by Mahatma Gandhi. The peaceful protests he led throughout the American South were often met with violence. Nonetheless, Dr. King and his supporters were persistent and the movement gained momentum. Dr. King was a powerful orator. He appealed to Christian and American ideals and won growing support from the federal government and Northern White. In 1963, Bayard Rustin and A. Philip Randolph led the massive march on Washington for jobs and freedom. The event's grand finale was King's famous I Have a Dream speech. 250,000 people gathered outside the Lincoln Memorial to hear the stirring speech. In 1964, the civil rights movement achieved two of its greatest successes: the ratification of the 24th Amendment, which abolished the poll tax, and the Civil Rights Act of 1964, which prohibited racial discrimination in employment and education and outlawed racial segregation in public facilities. In the same year, King became the youngest person to win the Nobel Peace Prize. In the late 1960s, King openly criticized U.S. involvement in Vietnam and turned his efforts to winning economic rights for poor Americans. He was a leader of the American Civil Rights Movement and organized a number of peaceful protests as head of the Southern Christian Leadership Conference, including the March on Washington in 1963. He was assassinated in Memphis, Tennessee on April 4th, 1968.
entertainment will be an all-encompassing thing that interests you from different spheres or different forms of art. So it could be spoken word, it could be rap. Like my own parents would say, like enjoy it and yeah, give it its own like respect. I guess in my mind, entertainment is just a broad spectrum.
All right. Now we have someone special in the studio. It's still Wake Up Nigeria. We have Benedicta Kionla, the 23-year-old Nigerian entrepreneur who turned her passion for Yoruba culture into a thriving business. Universal Decta Couture. Couture, yes. Now, her Aso Oke designs makes a significant impact in Nigerian fashion scene. Now, Benedicta got her inspiration from her mother. We're going to be talking a lot about her mother today, who has her first connection to Aso Oke. And now she is on a mission to take her Aso Oke business global. Welcome to Wake Up Nigeria.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
I like the cap, I like the pants, I like the way you just, mix everything together.
Thank you so much.
You are what we call the fashion icon.
Oh, Jesus.
You are a fashion icon, Yoruba fashion icon.
Can I get a tissue?
Your tissue? That is not an issue.
Oh, wow. I like that.
All right. So it's always interesting when I get to interview people who are about culture, who are about putting up their heritage in whatever form of art they're into. And it's beautiful to see that you're doing this from the Yoruba culture and you're taking Aso Oke global. But let me know, how did you start doing this? What made you go into this form of art?
Well, I started this right from birth because...
Birth?
I was born into it.
Okay.
So there's a story I carved out and I was like, waking up every morning, all I heard were the sound of sticks merging together. And looking back, it was my mother.
Keke.
And she would be like, Benedicta, you need to start doing this. I never knew I'm going to go into it until later on. I found myself into it. I was like, Mom, thank you so much. I am so grateful because Aso Oke is just so unique that anywhere you wear it, so you stand out. And people tend to be like, oh, this is Aso Oke. Well, I would like to have one. So I went into it because of my mother. Right from birth, she gave us this thing that as long as I'm doing this, you can do it also. And it's been what it is right now.
All right, that's beautiful. So do you buy the materials or do you make the materials? Do you sew? Or what part of the business do you do?
So it is collabo.
Okay.
La collabo.
All right, tell me.
I buy the materials from the thread. I weave.
Oh, you weave?
Yes, I told you it was from birth.
All right,
so
from birth.
I know how to weave it.
Oh, lovely.
So I weave it. I give to people to weave. Probably I don't have time, or probably it is too much for me to do. At a point, I gave to my mom. Hey, Mom, please just come and do this. I can't do it alone. It's too much. And even now, when she needs something, oh, Benedicta, I need that show. Okay, can you just send me designs? I want to give to my customers and everything. So I weave. I sell in bundles for occasions, birthday, weddings, and so on. And I make also, as you can see on me.
Yeah, I can see. There are some people who believe that, this is their opinion, that Aso Oke is local. All right, so how do you, who wants to take this global, because I'm sure that you're probably also planning to take this international, you want to take it outside Nigeria. How do you change that mindset for people to see that whatever you're putting on, whatever you create is a beautiful work of art? How do you change their mindset?
Okay, so first of all, I'd like to correct the notion. Aso Oke is not local. It is a Yoruba fabric. Igbo have their own, which is the Ankara. The Hausas have their own. So it is Yoruba fabric. And it is in no way local because this is what we grew up to know. Our forefathers, they use it. And it's, let me say, it's a mindset thing. The way you wear it, as I'm wearing it, you can't tell me, Benedicta, you're putting on a local dress.
No one can say that.
And we have to look at you and say, no, this is not local.
Yeah.
I am looking modern.
Beautiful. Yes, modern as well.
Yes, I am looking modern. And this is the flair of what we all need to do because Aso Oke is not local in any way. You need to style it in a way. So the styling comes in, and I know many people would have seen it. Oh, Aso Oke can be made into anything as long as it is Aso Oke. It is not spoiling the indigenous name of our Yoruba fabric, Aso Oke. We can go on and on to make it into different styles, which will enable us to walk into space, look breathtaking. Aside from the normal Yoruba, Uba and Iro, Agbada, just look different. As I am today, just look different.
All right, cool. So I'm just thinking here, because I can see the pants, I can also see the cap. Don't you think when fashion designers begin to use the African fabric to create modern looks, don't you think it's taking away from the Yoruba heritage?
Okay, so it is not. As long I ventured into this because when I saw my mom, I saw that in Ondo, I hail from Ondo, so there were less than 5 people that does it in Ondo town. And she'd be like, Benedicta, I'm fellow buyer, she should come help me to do this. I want to go and meet someone else to come and so they have their carcass and they are let me say not up to 10. I can count them while growing up. So I was like, okay, this thing, let's start it. This culture is not something that must go extinct. In as much as we're encouraging our children to speak Yoruba language very well, as long as they learn English, they should also be able to know that Aso Oke, our Yoruba indigenous cloth, is one of the things they need to know as long as they are going.
All right, so let's talk about your company. I think you created a
Universal Data Couture.
Oh, lovely. So apart from clothes, do you also make Aso Oke bags, Aso Oke shoes, or are you just focused on clothing?
It's diverse.
Okay.
But majorly the major thing right now that we base on is cloth. But if you say, Benedicta,
I need Aso Oke
I need Aso Oke bago, I'll be like, can you share me? What am I made for?
Exactly.
Please,
I will create it for you.
I will give it to you. If it's
lovely.
shoes, I will give it to you.
All right.
So this is just anything you want, as long as it is Aso Oke based, I am ready. It is possible.
All right, let's talk about being global. I know you also want to go global. So what's the plan to do that? How do you plan on taking this outside the shores of the country?
Okay, so this is a step I've taken.
Okay.
My brand is on IG Universal Data Couture. Data underscore couture.
Okay.
Sorry for that.
Okay.
So my page, I post everything I do, and there are designs that I just craft out on my own.
Oh, wow.
Because at some point, you don't need to copy. At this time, when you want to be a creative, there's no need of copying anybody. So craft out what you want to do for your brand. There is something they say that among many people, there is only one thing will make you different. So be the unique of yourself.
Yeah, so you stand out so you won't stand out.
Oh, Jesus.
Wise words. That was what my mom told me.
I have something for you.
Yes, stand out so that you will not stand outside.
Yes.
Wise words.
So that's it. You have to be unique in anything and whatever you are doing. So craft your own designs that when people see, they'll be like, where is this design coming from? As far as you want to see other people, you like their design, you can recreate it. But let there be a touch of you in that. So when they say, I've seen this design somewhere, but it's quite different from what I've seen. And this one is giving me a touch of, I love this more than the rest. It's not about downsizing people's business. It's about you bringing yourself out more and more. So making my business global is just me standing out right now, me doing something unique. This is unique enough, and there is more and more. The combinations and everything are there.
All right, so I'm just thinking, because there is a new trend with fashion designers where they get to give celebrities their clothes and say, help me style it, just wear it so people get to know. I'm just wondering if there are certain celebrities you have in mind, or people who are Yoruba indigens, you are probably thinking, oh, I would like this person to, style my clothes. Do you have that in mind? Or are you basically talking to the general public here?
As far as I'm talking to general public, there are some people that they are just, how should I put it? There's just one out of many. That when they wear your clothes, you know that there is more than billions coming into my pocket. So you just be like, okay, come, please, I need to wear this clothes. You just want people to see it, or you just rent it from the
Okay. Final question from me. Tell me about the pricing. Is it too expensive or is it for the general people?
Nothing is expensive. It is affordable.
Woof! Like, give me like how much? Okay, like how much can I get the pants?
So this pant right now, you
Yeah.
can get it for 60,000 naira.
60?
Yeah.
Oh, that's lovely.
It's affordable, right?
Yeah, me, I don't spend naira, I spend pounds, by the way, so it's small.
It's Joseph.
Oh, lovely.
Cut of many colors.
All right.
So we have to mix a lot of Aso Oke coming together and make it very beautiful.
This is
one.
beautiful. This is beautiful. Thank you so much for coming on the show. I wish I could get maybe a cap, a bag, a pants, or something, but I'll probably see you after the show and then disturb you for some of it. Guys, this is all that we can take. If you know you love fashion, you love Aso Oke, then this is the right person to meet because she makes beautiful pieces. Do not go anywhere. The show continues. This is Wake Up Nigeria. I hope you guys are here because I am. All right, do not go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Good morning, Marina Station and all the passengers. Efficient, it's comfortable.
This development will go a long way in reducing congestion and emission.
The trains are a long-term solution to Lagos traffic challenges.
This is where we take the final, decisions on policies, programs of government. I will have to ensure that, the narration of Lagos as a PLC is taken very, very seriously.
This is a major pedestrian bridge linking Oyingo here to Apapa Road over there.
With this overpass, we are providing what we call a permanent solution.
This place is one of the most dangerous areas at the biosecurity environment.
This can go into the news and every crimes of your neighborhood.
Our goal is to remain as Africa's model megacity, to move our GDP from the 5-6 position to the 3rd position, and we believe it's achievable with all the commitments we have.
Explore the city of Lagos, where dreams are made and possibilities are endless. Amadedoja Salamadini. I live in Lagos, inside Lagos.
Entertainment for me, first of all, I say it's a vocation, it's work for me. It's a way of life that brings about merriment, relaxation, and it's happiness. It's everything good put together. Anything at all just to make you happy, give you joy, make you laugh, make you dance. Entertainment is a way of life for AY.
Welcome back. Now, with me in the studio, finally, woohoo, we have the opportunity to talk to Raimi Joy Mojisola, a Nigerian model and beauty pageant title holder. She was just most recently crowned Miss World Nigeria 2025. Just a few days ago, in fact, not too far away at the Federal Palace in VI. Now, she's also the founder of Love for Humanity Project, and following her victory, she's going to be representing Nigeria in the 72nd Miss World pageant in India in May. It's great to have you with us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Welcome, welcome, welcome. How does it feel? How does the crown feel on your head right now?
It feels surreal.
Okay.
Yes, I'm currently living my dream because this is something I've always dreamt about. So it feels like I'm in a dream.
All right, so did you see it coming? Did you think this was yours from the beginning?
Yes. I'm someone that always see the best part of things. I'm very optimistic. So while preparing for this pageant, I've always said to myself, oh, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And when I feel like I can't do it anymore, my family is there, cheering me on, telling me, oh, you know who you are. You're my logo. You can do it. You've done it before. Just keep doing what you know how to do. And they were there to support me all through.
I'm so pleased to hear that.
Yeah.
So that joy, that fulfillment comes over a long period of, going for pageants. Let's talk about how that began for you.
Okay, so I started pageantry in like 2020, 2021 when I got into university. And I won my first pageant. It was in Port Harcourt City. Then I won the second one, the main title. Then I went on to compete for Miss Port Harcourt City in 2021.
So you've had practice.
Yeah.
You've been building up to this.
Yes. Then I also went on to compete for Miss Intercontinental. After I won the national one, I went to Egypt to compete for Miss Intercontinental, and I won the African title because they have different ones, and I won the African title, which was the third runner-up. And I was so glad when I won that. I felt like I could do anything. Of
course.
And now
you weren't done. You said, I'm going again.
Yes. I had to take a break for 2 years because I won that in 2022. Okay. So I had to take a break for 2 years. And when the form came out for this Miss World, I just got into my room and I'm like, I'm going to compete. It's my time. It's my time. I'm going to compete. And I took the form and I registered, and here I am.
Here you are. Indeed. Now that infectious energy, that smile, that grace, we can all see the reason why you took the crown. But there were also a lot of other beautiful ladies in the pageant. Let's talk about your interaction during the camp period. What did you learn most while you were there?
Well, I learned how to be a team player. I learned how to work with people because most time I work alone. I'm someone that is very self-reliant and very independent in my own way. So I learned how to work with people. I even had so many connections, lovely connections with the girls in the camp.
So you have a network of ladies.
Yes, I do. And it's something that would last for a lifetime. And I'm very grateful for that opportunity. So that's what I got mostly.
So for the second time, you're going to be competing in an international pageant. Now this time you're going to India. Let's talk preparation. How are you prepping for this move? I know you've done this before, but this feels different, right?
Yeah.
This is much bigger. Talk to us.
This is actually very much bigger. And I always say something. While I was prepping for the national pageant, I was prepping for international pageant. I was putting in everything I could put in for the international stage. But now that I'm here, I have to put in like times 10 of the work in the next 3 weeks because I'm going in 3 weeks. So preparations are in place. Everything is in place. I'm trying to get everything done so I'll be able to stand a chance to fight, to give a fair fight in India.
So we've had a Miss World, an actual Miss World come from Nigeria before, Agbani Darego. And do you feel any pressure at all on that legacy of Agbani?
Yeah. There is. Like, everyone is looking up to you. If I open my comment section, you see everybody saying, it's our time, go and do us proud. So there's some sort of pressure, but that's what the crown comes with. So you have to just do your best and put in your best and let the world do the rest for you. So I feel like I'm going to do great in India. I feel like I'm going to do what I know how to do best. I'm sort of a perfectionist.
I can imagine. I can only imagine. But I love the self-affirmation as well. I love the fact that you've already, planned it out. You've got your goals written down, and you're just ready to, say, hey, let's go.
Yeah.
But I feel like that comes from a background or family support that we're not aware of. So how many siblings do you have?
Okay, so I have 6 siblings. We're 7 in total. But from my mom, it's just 2, just me and my sister. I'm from a polygamous home, something like that. And well,
how did that influence you and your project?
Well, it's actually something that made me very, very competent, something that made me very self-reliant and independent. And talking about my project is called the Omoluabi Renaissance Initiative, and it's housed by the Love for Humanity project, which I've run for like 4 years now, and it has a clear focus on reviving the future through empowered women and educated children. And this is something, it has a clear focus on creating awareness on child education and women's health. And this cause is very important to me because I lost my mom due to the challenges of accessing quality healthcare. And as I grew up, I understood what it means to grow and thrive without the love and support of a mother. And I also experienced how difficult it is for the motherless to gain access to quality education. That is why the Omoluabe Renaissance is very important to me, and I vowed to uphold that to the end. And also, we've had beneficiaries from this initiative from both, from Igondo, Igondo in Lagos, and Port Harcourt City Rivers, which is my base, which is where I'm from. So,
I'm already, so you really just pulled at my heartstrings just now, you know. But you are absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
And I know that your mom is watching right now, and she's smiling down on you. And she's also, you know, following you to India, supporting you. And of course, we are rooting for you here as well. No, I have no doubts that you're going to have a great time. But that's what I often tell pageant queens. Just have fun. Have a great time because, you know, these are experiences that are like once in a lifetime. But what are you looking forward to the most?
Well, you know, the Miss World pageant has different segments. They have the sport, they have the top model, they have talent, and I'm looking forward to every aspect of it. I'm looking forward to the talent round.
The talent round, what is your talent? What are you going to be?
I'm going to be dancing.
You're gonna be dancing?
Yes, Afro. I'm going to be showing them, I'm going to be showing them. I'm going to be carrying my culture with me. So I'm looking forward to the sport aspect too, because I am very agile. So I think I'm going to...
Do you play? Or?
Yeah, I play basketball for fun. I also play, I'm learning how to play golf. I'm a newbie, yes. And I also do well at javelin and other sports. I'm actually a very fast learner. So, so I feel like I'm going to do well in most of the segments.
All right, all right. Now, I can't wait. I can't wait. We'll definitely be watching online. You know how we do now. We will be watching, don't worry. But as soon as you win Miss World, I know there'll be a tour of the world. Please come home and bring the Miss World crown to show us here on Wake Up Nigeria.
For sure.
All right, then. Now, I have to say, I know that pageant queens are on a special diet. But we have a meal standing by for you in the kitchen. Chef Flora has been doing justice to that. And I know that Edgar and Mary are keeping the food company. Hopefully Mike hasn't, done too much damage while I was awake. But would you like to take a walk with me?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Let's go.
Bonjour, bonjour.
Hey.
Il est la franche la pote, la catelle des amants.
Wow. That actually sounded legit, but I know it wasn't. The look on Mary's face is telling me a lot.
Well done.
All right, Chef Flora, talk to us about this meal.
Okay, this is a ground beef sauce or minced meat sauce. It's a very simple sauce and a lot of spices. Not hot anyway, just it's light.
All right.
So I need something different.
Have a taste. Have a taste and tell us what you think. Tell us what you think.
Okay.
Let me know if it's as sweet as I am, you know.
Wow. Wow, Edgar.
Edgar. This is Miss World, so I'm just, I'm taking it there. Lovely.
What do you think, Joy?
Perfect.
So Joy, you'll be in India in 3 weeks' time?
Yes. Yeah.
You really think you can win?
Yes.
May the odds be in your favor.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you. Wait. We're going to be watching.
Yeah, we will be.
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be. That's the size of the show this Monday morning. We will see you tomorrow.
Take care. Bye.
No, we're not done. We have a performer.
Oh,
yes.
Yeah, you didn't tell us on time.
We always have to end the show with a performer.
Down from the side, I swear, I know. You put it down last time, I saw it to put I got, I know. When you put it this way, I got something. I'm about to some gold, but no, so but I'm a baby, yeah, so what? Maybe I think you're fun. So let me say about you, I'm flying. Really, things we don't go by. But I'm a baby, yeah, so what? Maybe I think we glorify. Just wanna be safe as you play. Many things we don't go by. Yes, I do better. Yes, I do better. I do better. I do better. Maybe say do better. Maybe say do better.